Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be episode 12 now, and episode 12 is a beautiful thing because it means that there have been 11 episodes before this one, and now this one is 12. I lied to you again because I said in the last episode that the reason we were getting the VTOL was because of something we are going to do in this episode. And at the time, that was supposed to be true, but it isn't true. It's not, because it's a lie. No, instead we're going to be looking at the new event that dropped, because evidently a new event dropped. I don't really keep up with when this stuff happens, so I didn't know that this stuff was going to happen. But this stuff happened, right? And so that's what we're going to be covering today instead. And hopefully in the next episode we'll cover the thing I was going to want the VTOL for. Tree. Anyways, without further ado at all, we're going to plop down Astro Request platform in a location that doesn't really make sense because, that's just how I rock and roll when it comes to this kind of thing. Anyways, this is going to be another one of those extra weird episodes because, again, I'm tired. That's kind of what I do now. I do being tired all the time. Full-time. I'm tired full-time style. And so, yeah, we're going to start this. And, again, no, I don't think I said this yet, actually. I have horrible memories, so even if a lot of this is, like, the same as it was last year and the year before that and the year before that, that doesn't mean I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to have to analyze this and figure out what's going on, even though I've done this before. And as proof that I've done this before, we have this beautiful bow, so yeah, I've done this before, and so if it's the same every year, again, I just don't remember. Anyways, yes, all I'll say is, usually with these, I think, because again, my memory's bad, the thing that gives you, like, the least amount of these points here is the easiest one to actually do, because you can automate it way easier. I might just be talking out both sides of my mouth right now, so let's just look at what's happening first. But yeah, I don't know what a hard suit is. I don't know what a rock star is. And I don't know what a holiday throwback bundle is. So, but I'm going to unlock them anyways, because that's what this video is. So, yeah. And I don't remember how to operate this thing, so what am I doing? I just don't know. Like, why am I making a video on this? I don't know what's happening right now. Recover or produce cheer objects. How do I find a cheer object? It says I can produce it, so I'm assuming if I go over here to the crafting stuff, I can cycle through and find something I can craft. Oh, okay, this stuff. I actually remember this now. I remember this from a long time ago. I think. So, I'll try to find this is probably the best one, right? And it takes scrap and astronium, and we have astronium that becomes scrap, which means we have scrap and astronium, so I kind of just, like, can do this whenever, yeah. So, oh, look at that. Our scrap is filled all the way up here. So we have 400 scrap plus like the 30 scrap we have over there, and then all this astronium that can't become scrap because we already have scrap. So this is probably going to be not a very hard video for me, which is good because I told you I'm tired. So I'm just going to shove a bunch of scrap in that and see what happens. We are about to be set. This is basically cheating. I accidentally prepared for this the best way I possibly could. This is like the most valuable thing you can craft for this event, I guess. And I just like have the supplies on hand. These are like not good looking in my inventory. What happened? Now they're good looking in my inventory. I always create a new save when I do these events here, so I always thought they were difficult, or I usually create a new save. I don't guess I always have, but I usually create a brand new save when I do these events, so I've never had the feeling of like, oh, I'm rich, so I can do whatever I want whenever I want. Very weird. But yeah, I think I can like force feed it this in every slot, because this is the only slot I can naturally put that in, I think, and that one over there, I guess. But I'm pretty sure you can just force feed it into every single slot here and just get the extra value for this being the most valuable thing you can craft. Because, you know, based on my pitiful memory, I'm pretty sure that is the best thing you can craft. Yeah, it's not the best thing you can find, though, I'm assuming. I'm assuming you can just find something more valuable. But this is the best thing you can craft, and obviously we want the thing you can craft, because then we don't have to go rolling around the planet for 45 minutes just to get something that's slightly more valuable. Instead, we can craft 100 times as much and get a little bit less per thing and end up having a bunch more in the end. Much more worth it, in my opinion. We have 57 days to do this, and we're going to do it in 57 seconds. We're the best. I don't know how much I'm going to get for this, because I can't do math, so. Okay, we got like 600 things, and it goes all the way to 10,000. So, I just realized that this video is not going to be as pitiful as I thought, because we are going to want to, like, automate this sort of, to a certain extent. Like, the crafting of that thing over there, we're going to automate that, because this is miserable as it currently stands. And so, I've had a change of heart, because even though this is the most valuable one, I think it's going to be way better to do one that's a little less as, you know, good, because if we did like this, for example, carbon we can get for free from, you know, the tapper. So that's not going to be a problem. And then scrap, we're getting 3 times as much scrap from our Astronium as we would have Astronium. I worded that wrong. I'll retry. Also, I think I had a change of heart as to how we're going to do that, right? Because instead of doing the very best object, as I said earlier, sometimes the cheaper ones are going to be easier to automate. And then since it's automated, it doesn't matter that they don't give you as much because you're going to get as many as you need. And so that's what we're going to do, I think. We're just going to back up here and see what wouldn't be frustrating to automate. And I don't want to go this basic because, you know, this right here would probably be the best. And I'm jumping on it quick because this event, like, just dropped, I guess. I know it wasn't here yesterday, so I'm going to be, like, the first guy to make a video on this. That's interesting. And I'm going to do, like, a really small platform for the small printer that we're going to use to automate this. So, no, there's no so. That's all there is to say. I do wonder, though, if you can automate the EXO request thing the same way you can automate trade platforms. Except it would be easier, and I'll explain that later whenever I actually try to do that. It would be easier than automating trade platforms, though. Just keep that in mind, sugar. That's really creepy. I shouldn't call you sugar. Isn't it really convenient that I just have automatic scrap forever? Like, not forever, but for a very long time. Coming out of there. That's beautiful. Also, I just brought these freaky little goobers back in the last video, so we have a better plant to tapper from. So, I mean, I could have just brought a honey back from Aatrox like centuries ago when I was there, but this is a tree, and trees look cool, as I've explained several times already, so that's what I opted to go for here, and if we need more carbon, I'll probably go get a honey pot, or maybe I'll just add more trees. I'll get a better plant, maybe. All right, that's what I'm saying. Don't worry about it. It'll be off camera whenever that becomes a problem. But yes, I'm thinking maybe we can just automate this all the way. I don't freaking know, because, like, I've never fully automated this process, I don't think. I've just mostly automated it. I've, like, automated the getting of the item you need, I think, but I don't think I've ever automated this thing taking off. So even if that's possible, I've actually never done it. But yeah, I've been yapping, because that's what I do when I'm tired. Actually, that's what I do when I'm awake, so that's just what I do. But we're going to fix that, because now, by the next time you see me, I think I'm going to have this set up a little bit. And I could have worded that in like 4 times less words, but I think you understand. Oh, look at that. That's a little cringe. I can't just craft this straight onto that the way you can everything else. Yeah. Maybe I can craft it onto that. I can craft it onto that, even though it packages itself up automatically. You can't put it on this, so that's kind of nice. Oh, but yeah, I think this would actually complete setting... Yeah, I think that actually completes setting this up, except for the automation of this, which I still... That's still just a theory. I don't know that you can do that, so, we'll kind of just have to see if that's a real thing. First, I want to make sure that this craft's okay, because it's crafting big style, but then it packages itself up, so I want to see if it stays on the platform real nice, and then if this picks it up and puts it over there, it does. So, let me explain automation theory over here, right? What I think's going to happen, okay? I'm pretty sure that we could use maybe a storage sensor on this to make it automate, even though you can't just use a storage sensor on the trade platform. As you see over here, we automated this trade platform. We needed a count repeater, we needed a storage sensor, and all of that wicked stuff. I actually believe, though, that the only thing we would need for this is a storage sensor, because the reason you can't use one with the trade platform is because you actually can, if every single slot can be filled up on it for the thing you're trading for, right? So if we were trading for laterite with this trade platform, every single slot on it would fill up every time it took off, so we could just use a storage sensor. I'm pretty sure that's how that works, if I remember correctly. But the reason you want to automate it like this is because if you're trading stuff like this, you can actually only put 4 things on there, so it's technically not full. Over here, though, we want to fill up all 8 slots with this stuff before it takes off, so I think we could just use a storage sensor. Okay, this is happening. And so this is going to have the same problem. Yeah, this problem right here where there's, like, not enough room for it, but it continues to craft just onto the ground. Don't really care, though. Not going to, like, create a failsafe for that. Maybe I will later, but that's not what matters right now. What matters right now is, seeing if we can actually automate this part to begin with. So, I think the mode we would want it on would be full or not full, if I'm not mistaken. So we're just going to try that. Not stuck to a valid item. Okay, maybe we could just do the whole platform, though, since it's the only thing on the platform. Maybe this is actually automatable. We'll see right now. I'm not necessarily a failure yet, is what you need to understand. So just give me 1 minute and I'll be right back. First things first, I need to test if this thing can be activated by, like, a button repeater, right? Because if it can, then that implies to me that I could find some mischievous way to cause a, you know, this. I could use some type of weird way to make that do it. So does this work? No, oh, it doesn't. Wait. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, we're just done. Oh, that hurts bad. That hurts bad because that means like this video is just going to be lame now because this is all I did. So that's really sucky actually. Oh, well, this video was cool. I just made a tapper and auto arms and used scrap that we already had at the start of the video. This is just cringe. Okay, you got to make it take off automatically. Man. Or manually, I don't... My words aren't working. I'm tired. Look, my feelings are hurt is what's going on here. This is a rough one. Wait, no! Because you know what? I did not want to deal with automating the Astroneer to come into this as well, but I'm starting to realize that we'll get tons more from that than we're going to get from just crafting a bunch of these. So, I'm actually going to make the investment to pull that off as well. Which means we're going to relocate a little bit over here. Actually, where are we going to go? It's bringing back some goods. Okay, look. I'm going to do some freaky stuff right now. Okay? We're going to take the Astroneer from there. Then the scrap from here. We're going to merge it behind this thing to craft the expensive version of stuff. And then that will be, you know, way more efficient because this one right here is like only half as good, it seems. And the reason that's going to be extra easy is because I'm just going to steal the stuff over here that we were going to use for automating and just place it over here instead. So, you're coming with me. Filter scrapped. So are you. So this wasn't a complete waste, actually, because the only thing we're abandoning is this. Yeah, that's the only thing we're abandoning, actually. Everything else can be reused and refiltered. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse. I was right, because they did get a little bit better. But still, kind of sucks that this video is going to be so basic. Look, man. A lot of y'all have automated scrap from Astroneer, right? So it's not like this is super useless. That could have been bad if that scrapper was available. Stop doing that. It's facing the wrong way, okay? I messed up. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, a lot of you, you know, have your automated Astroneer to scrap, so maybe this video will be useful after all. You can just copy what I'm doing here, but not the first half, because the first half was boogers. Yeah, all we gotta do is give this son of a gun access to the Astroneer, and it's gonna get all of it, right? And the reason it's gonna get all of it is because this is full, right? Our scrap container at the end is full there, so it's no longer gonna be scrapping the Astroneer much. Except for when it takes scrap for it. Except for when this system takes scrap, right, over here. Then there will be room, so it's actually perfect. It's basically like this system was designed entirely for this now, since the original purpose is not currently available. Which means this is ultimately effective, and I have a big advantage for this event right now, because things were just kind of already perfectly set up. Except I was still so stupid that I, didn't do a very good job of it at first, but hey, that's okay. I think we're cooking now. Just got to turn these auto arms on and go ahead and send these off. Oh, it's all going awry. It's all going awry. Oh! Alright, never mind, we're good. Bahaha, I've done it. Yeah. I think we are now currently in success mode, so you just gotta, like, it's gotta be semi-automatic, unfortunately. In this life, you don't get to win because you are going to lose, and that is wisdom. But that's okay, because this is, I reckon, just the best it gets. Yeah, we were already set up for the spike for this video, like I said, so we kind of have just the best possible setup already, which sucks, because that means this video wasn't much, but, I'll try to unlock, I guess, something before I leave. I don't know that I'll make it all the way to 10K here before I go to bed, because it's currently 9 p.m., and I have not even started editing yet, and I'm one of those people who likes to sleep sometimes. And so, yeah, I'll get back with you whenever I've decided that I give up, and I don't know how far I will have gotten by then, and then obviously whatever I have unlocked, I'll be like, hey, look, I unlocked this, and I've already unlocked one, so you know at least that's happening. All right, I did it. I manned up, and I did all of it, right? So I did the entire thing, and so this is like the, I don't really know what happens when you get to 15,000, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've ever been a big guy and, like, gone way past. I probably have. I don't really remember. Oh, but yeah, that means I unlocked all the stuff associated with this, and I don't even remember what that stuff is. Because it's all gone. But I'm assuming it's just a bunch of cosmetics, so we're going to try to find them and, Hopefully that's neat. So one of them was a hard suit. I'm assuming that's a, you know, a suit. So, aha. So maybe this is beautiful. I'm going to try to do more normal colors with it so we know what that looks like with more normal colors. Oh, never mind, because this is also one of the things we unlocked. This was the colors. So this is something else we unlocked. And what was the other one? Like an emote or some crap? I don't know. It might have been this. It might have been this. I think that's groovy. I can't even lie. That's kind of fresh. But yeah, so yeah, whatever you know, I mean, I don't know how I feel about this color because it's so dark that you can't, it's like it's shiny, but also you can't see it because it's dark. So it's like, I don't know how I feel about it. But hey, you know, make of it what you will. If you think it's beautiful, you think it's beautiful. And that's what you think because it is. And so, guess that's kind of all for this one. I didn't really do much. Well, I kind of did because I unlocked all this stuff, which took a little while because I couldn't fully automate it. But, you know, it's like, sometimes in life, it's not about what you do, but it's about what you did off camera. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm going to switch back to being a robot because that's just my fashion. Actually, I'm not because I have to make a thumbnail for this video.